usual, and that is to head on back to the TTYD. Sounds like you got an email. Alright, what's this? My dear Mario, I have finally learned what the legendary treasure is. It is the spirit of a demon. Whoa. The Exnauts plan to use his power to take over the world. They're collecting the crystal stars so they can open the Thousand-Year Door and unseal the demon's spirit. Those same crystal stars can also be used to reseal it. You must not let them get the crystal stars. Please, Mario, you must put a stop to their horrible plans. Ancient demon spirit. Yeah, that doesn't sound so pleasant, right? Now that we know what the treasure is. Okay, that was a little rude of that Spania to just hit me like that. So, I don't know. Unappreciated. Let's go and head on down and do our usual stuff. Shall we? Alright, I'm going to take a little shortcut so I'm not going all the way around and having to deal with more Spanias than I need to. I'm going to head over here. This is the fastest path, at least from the direction that we came from. And here we go. I could have just cut that, but it would have been more fun just to show the process in case you guys forget, you know? Because I'm going to be real with you, sometimes, no matter how many times I go through the sewers in this game, it gets kind of confusing. I get lost every once in a while.
Oh, yeah.
What? That was written in Princess Peach's email? The legendary treasure is actually the spirit of an ancient demon? And those fiends want to use the crystal stars to open the Thousand-Year Door and resurrect it? How bone-chilling. Sadly, it does seem to be consistent with what I've uncovered. Okay, so what did you know? This is rather long, so you'd better listen well. All of you ready? And you there, in front of the screen, you listen up to... Oh man, is he literally talking to me? Maybe I'm missing something. Are you talking to no one? Oh man. Oh, never mind. Don't worry about such trivial details. Just listen. The great cataclysm that destroyed the city, which once stood here, may well refer to this demon. It's said that the 7 crystal stars were actually created by that monster, and that this thing used the power of the crystal stars to try to control the world. According to legend, the demon was defeated in the end by 4 heroes. So, who is it? Is this also the same 4 heroes that saved the world in the story of Super Paper Mario? And they sealed its wicked spirit within the Palace of Shadow, locked behind the Thousand-Year Door. From this, I gather the crystal stars cannot distinguish good from evil. So if they're all united, they could either seal away or resurrect the demon. It seems that who wields the crystal stars determines if they're used for evil or good. I guess we ought to consider not collecting crystal stars then. But I don't know. We've already collected like 4 of them so far, didn't we? That was my first thought too, but further research suggests we can't do that. There's a slight possibility that the Thousand-Year Door is weakening. It seems that crystal stars hold the power to seal the beast for 1,000 years. So once 1,000 years pass, the power to keep the door sealed shut will fail. And unfortunately, this year may be the 1,000th year. Oh man, how ironic, right? In other words, we must be ready for the demon's return even if the Exnauts fail. Wait, so then what happens if the X-Nauts fail? What happens if we both fail? Are we all doomed? According to the map, it appears to be somewhere on Keelhaul Key. Okay, what the heck is Keelhaul Key? I'm none too familiar with the place, but I've heard countless unsavory rumors. You know, the usual stuff. Vengeful spirits full of hatred, evil curses, things like that. Ah, okay. Alright. It's your typical pirate story. Alright, then. Alright, so, we got shine sprites, right? So, let's go... Wait, do I even have enough? Okay, I do. Alright, perfect. Because it's time to upgrade our other partner, which is Vivian. So, let's go ahead and power her up with the power of 3 shine sprites. Shazubi! Okay. And so now, Vivian gets one of my favorite moves, probably my second favorite move in the game, which is called Fiery Jinx. She did have that before, when we originally fought her back in Chapter 2. Yeah, Fiery Jinx is now really powerful, and you'll see what it is when I demonstrate in battle. Also, I believe this is when the store... Okay, yes, so, for 64 coins, you can buy one of these. It's a series known as Super Luigi, and we're going to buy the first book right now because it's a very interesting raid. And basically, all those stories that Luigi's been talking about, you can actually listen to the stories, or you can actually read the books of that Luigi's describing. Alright, so what we actually have to do, I'm going to go straight to the point here, and that is that we got to go over to the inn. And, oh, hey, it's Luigi. And then what do you got here? Yeah, I'm Torque, and don't for a second think this dude's telling the whole story. The only reason I lent him my rig was because he got down on his knees and begged. And what happens? He's in it for 1 second before he completely totals an idiot. I'm not letting this dip out of my sight until he repays me the 5,000 repair costs. What the heck? Luigi, what do you got? Wait, can you explain this? Well, I headed to Circuit Break Island and got me a Marvelous Compass piece. You wouldn't believe it, bro. Talk about thrills, chills, and spills. It was pretty exciting, bro. Want to hear what happened? It's a long story. Okay, well, how did you end up having to owe that Buzzy Beetle 5,000 coins? Well, like I said, it's a really long story, but here goes. Just as our boat arrived at Circuit Break Island, we heard this incredible racket. We soon found out that they hold kart races almost every day on the island. Whoever takes first place in the race gets to rule the island as king for that day. Just as we got to the racetrack, they were holding the awards ceremony. I couldn't believe my eyes, right there on the trophy they give to the winner. It was another piece of the Marvelous Compass. I almost passed dead away. I decided right then and there that the only thing to do was enter the next race. I mean, I've driven in kart race before, Mario Kart, so I thought it'd be okay. Boy, was I wrong. The karts were supercharged machines that could send you airborne with their exhaust. These vehicles were armed with missiles and bazookas. It was anything goes, bro. Yeah, just like a Mario Kart game. Of course, I wanted to get right out of there. Pronto, these drivers were crazy. But I worked up my courage and signed up anyway, and my race day finally came. I got one of the best cars, the Big Green 01. I took my position at the start line. The light went green, I stomped the accelerator, and something bad happened. I was in reverse. The Big Green 01 went rocketing backwards with me yelling. I crashed into the wall behind me hard enough to cut me off mid-screen. In one fell swoop, I dropped into last place and wrecked my racing machine. But it wasn't all bad news. All the other cars crashed because of my maneuver. Once I got in gear and took off, I was the only car left. I won by a country mile, bro. I took a piece off my trophy and added to the Marvelous Compass. The compass came to life and pointed to me to Jazzafraz town in the east. Then I heard that voice. Princess Claire's voice echoed in my ears again. Oh, my princess! Random words would form poetry if spoken by her voice. I will most definitely save you. Just wait for me, Princess Claire! Oh, sorry for that, bro. So after that, I got back on my boat and came back here to Rogueport. And that's what's been up with me. Okay, but you didn't describe, you didn't explain the 5,000 coin debts that you owe to this guy right here. What is the meaning of this? Also, since we got the book, Let's read this, shall we? Have you ever experienced a time when no matter how hard you tried, you failed, and the time you spent felt wasted? If you ever feel such pangs of regret, try to remember this tale. The story of a young man's quest to save a sweet princess. The day dawned like any other, but little did Luigi know the letter he was about to receive would forever change his destiny. Sir Luigi, danger besets us on all sides, and we beg your help. The foul Chestnut King has stolen our beloved princess. The letter was from Minister Creep of the Waffle Kingdom, a man aware of Luigi's many adventures. He knew only Luigi could save them. Charged with this dire task, Luigi wasted no time curtailing the heroic meal he was making. Then he packed for his deadly journey. Knowing that his older, though less talented brother was out on a no-doubt inconsequential errand. What the hell does that mean? Are you saying I'm less talented? Luigi took a moment to leave a note. Mix a Keel mango with a Peachy Peach to whip up a fruit parfait. Okay, keep that in mind later. These cryptic words were all Luigi wrote before leaving. Upon reaching the Waffle Kingdom, Luigi was greeted by pure misery and endless flow of tears over the kidnapping of Princess Eclair. Arriving at the castle, Luigi was greeted by Minister Creep, who carefully handed him a compass base with only one intact section. Our land once had a special treasure, the marvelous compass. Find its 7 parts and find Eclair. So it began. To be continued. Okay. Seems like we're going to be getting more of those later. Alright, anyway, let's get to the point here. And what do you want, Who, me, you ask about? I am called Flavio. I am, how you say, a trader, the richest man in Rogueport. Monetary wealth gives me freedom, yes, and freedom gives me wealth of spirit. And yet, why is it that a man whose life is unchained must always long for yet more? What is missing from my life? This tears at my very insides. I must know. What do I lack? Romance, emotion, thrills, or money? Well, if you say the riches, I don't think you lack money. And, I don't know. How about thrills? Thrills, you say? I suppose one does need some thrills every now and then. There is nothing like the feeling of being alone on a mountain shivering to death. No! Foolish Flavio! Not chills, you silly man. What I need are thrills! Wait! Hold the horse. That is it! Now that I think of it, I once heard of the treasure of Cortez, the Pirate King. Yes, this is the answer. Oh, such happiness for me, a hunt for pirate treasure. Why, that shrieks of romance and thrills and emotion, even money. Okay, so I'm going to assume that this doesn't matter which one you pick, then? Do you not know the tale? The Pirate King's treasure, hidden on Keelhaul Key? Well, tales say that the Pirate King Cortez hid his hoard of pirate booty there. For years, treasure hunters and ruffians have gone there in search of the loot, but not a single one of them has ever returned. Oh, the horror makes my back tingle. People here whisper that the ghost of Cortez attacked all who seek his treasure. It is because of those very rumors that people no longer go to Keelhaul Key. But that will not stop Flavio. That treasure is there, yes, and I am going to prove it. For I am Flavio, trader extraordinaire, millionaire, sailor of the 7 seas. What is that you are saying? Talk of the legendary treasure here beneath Rogueport? Why, talk such craziness. There isn't anything like that in this dull armpit of a town. You cannot be believing each stupid rumor about treasure some street urchin spews out. No! Now what madness comes bursting from your mouth? You have a treasure map? Well, hand it over, rather. I mean, show me. You are having a joke on me. This map leads straight to Keelhaul Key. You swine! You mean to steal my treasure out from under me? You awful, awful man. I don't think that's my intention here. Well, now I'm confused. You are looking for things known as crystal stars. But now I'm thinking, a star-shaped stone was said to be on Cortez's hoard. Really? Perhaps I could sell it for a staggering amount of cash. Yes, that would be. Stop such thoughts, Flavio. What you need is romance, thrills, and emotion. Okay, not money, though? I cannot ignore what this business before me suggests. This must be fate at work. Flavio shall go with you to Keelhaul Key. Of course, the crystal star is yours. Yes, but the rest of the treasure is mine. Okay, that's fine. I'm not in it for the treasure, though. You must repeat that. Flavio's ears are plugged. You have no ship? Ha 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 ha! You unfortunate foolish man. Do you not know who I am? I will have a ship ready in no time, and it will be massive and glorious. Splendid, splendid, splendid. Let us begin preparations immediately, shall we? I will volunteer myself as our interpreter leader. Yes, and you will be captain. I'm the captain? Oh man, that's quite a feat to ask for. Me, the captain? Holy shoot. Okay, so then, you want to know what happens next? You want to go down here. And, as you can see, this guy's not here. But more importantly, if you head over to the harbor, you'll see that all of a sudden there's a big old boat. I didn't mean to talk to you. Okay. Ah, yes, so it is you. Ah, well, sadly, a slight problem seems to have popped up. But feast your eyes on this outrageously fantastic ship. She is a fine vessel, no? She is the SS Flavione, the queen of the countless ships in my personal fleet. The raw majesty of her hull, the pomp and circumstance, none can compare to her. Ah, behold the elegant curve of her prow. She cuts to the very soul, don't you agree? But she is not just a beauty, she is a savage beast on the water, top among the sailboats. But above all, I tell you, this proud shipkin... Yes, did you speak? Yes, yes, of course, the problem that has sprung up. I completely forgot about it. The SS Flavione, she bewitches me. Yes, well, here's the issue. We have no navigator. He ran off the dog. Okay, so you need a navigator that can steer ships. A driver, perhaps, okay? The waters around Keel Key are deathly dangerous. We need an absurdly skilled helmsman for a navigator. It is a, how you say, a pickle. Oi, Flavio! Heard you talking there, sir. If you don't mind saying, I might have a solution. Do not tease me, Patch. You can solve our problem, then spit it out already. Well, sir, I've heard of a talk of fame. No, a legendary sailor living in Rogueport. Yeah, I think he's called Admiral Bobbery, a salty old sea dog by all accounts. But he's said to have the helmsman's touch, sir. He can make any ship bow to his will. Thing is, there ain't a soul what's seen him on the seas of late. Bassa boom! Problem solved! Let us scout out this Bobbery fellow and get him on board. As is customary, my captain will handle all negotiations. Okay. Because that's just how it works. Does it sound fair? No complaints. Aye, aye, sir. Aye, aye, aye. Sounds fair. I'm on board. Good plan. Sure thing. Then it is decided. You must find this Bobbery and bring him here. Our fortune sails with you. Also, who the heck are you? Pleased to meet your acquaintance. Alright, so we gotta look for some guy named Bobbery. Alright then. Will do. So basically, what you're supposed to do now is talk to a few people. Yeah. Let me see if I can do this here. I could probably do this early. I'm gonna skip a few steps here. Admiral Bobbery? Yeah, I know him. You know that house just past the wall in the eastern part of town? That's his. But I think both of you and he would be better off if you just let him be. Why? Okay, so he's in the east part, which we have never actually been to yet, believe it or not. So, let's go there.